I come back today to this book I picked up in the charity shop by Kagge called Silence in an Age of Noise. And it's a fascinating thing that I mentioned last time. And he talks at one point about the silence and about how he starts to talk to the place around him, to the snow and ice, and to the wind and the darkness, and to the real sense of void in a way, but with a real clarity as he learnt more and more about what it was like to live in really difficult conditions, but also very beautiful conditions. And one of the things he said is about where he can't go and where most people haven't been. He was on Antarctica, which is a place not much explored by very many people. And he suggests that this sort of unknown place, places haven't travelled and may never travel, are places that should in a way be like that, because we need to know there are places we haven't got to in this life. And he says this at one point. He says, Antarctica is still distant and unknown for most people. As I walk along, I hope it will remain so. Not because I begrudge many people experiencing it, but because Antarctica has a mission as an unknown land. And he goes on to say, I believe that we need places that have not been fully explored or normalized. And there's still a continent that's mysterious, he says, and practically untouched. That can be a state within one's fantasy. And he reckons that's a real value. And as I think back on life in general, and the fact that I've travelled a lot, I've been to a lot of places. I haven't done Asia and I haven't done North America, but I have travelled a lot and I've been very lucky. And I've seen lots of things of wonder and joy and causing me to meditate and reflect. But I'd never thought that actually, well, I'm going to get to, I'm nearer the end of my life than the beginning of it for sure. And there's something about I'm not going to get to all these places in the world, and I'm less bothered now because I think, well, I need those unknown places, those places that I can just think about. Oh, I'm never going to get there. I wonder what it was like in amongst the things that I can be grateful for. And I think there's something in that that's important. I'm not going to travel the world as much now. I haven't got the energy. But I realise that in Cornwall, where I live, and the sort of places near to it like Devon and this whole of the southwest, I just want to explore them. I'm not so bothered about some of these places in the Far East or whatever. I'm never going to get to them all. None of us can get to them all. Some have explored more than others. But isn't it good to know that there's places you can just dream about and wonder what it's going to be like? And will I ever find out? Is the new heaven and the new earth going to be like that? So I'll leave you with that thought for today.